Compressed foam board being used more and more for mosaics now because it's a much lighter weight board than cement fibre or even wood. If you want to hang your mosaic up on a wall indoors or out, then if you use this, it takes a lot of the weight away. The problem with it is because, as I say, it's a compressed foam, you can still make marks in it just by pushing your thumb in. So if you put ordinary screws through this board to hang some wire on to hang the mosaic up, there's a good chance that they'll just pull out through this foam. So what I'm going to show you how to use fittings called T-nuts. You can see there are the T-nuts there. They have a flange that sits over the top, and we use washers on the back, but they're fairly secure, and also they sit flush to the board so you can put your mosaic straight over the top. These are the fittings that you need. These are 4mm T-nuts. You can see screw 4mm thread, and you get a flange on one side which sits on top of the board, and you can see those prongs just there. They actually go into the board itself. Couple of screws, just 4mm size for that. 2 washers. You will find these will generally be at their smallest about 6mm hole on there. If you can get smaller, fine, but so long as they're large enough area on them. And 2 D-rings. The reason that I use the 4mm size T-nut is because the hole size on these picture hanging D-rings is 4mm, and you'll be lucky to get anything larger than that. The only other thing is some hanging wire to thread through your D-rings. Here's how to put the fittings through. Now you can just mark where your hole is going to be on your board and get the T-nuts over that and just press them in hard with your thumb. Make sure the board is on a flat surface. The only trouble is that these won't go all the way through on a 10mm thick board, so you will need to then take them out and have something that you can poke through there. It can be done, it's just a little bit more messy. But ideally, if you've got a drill, just drill a hole through. That keeps it clean. The holes you can see goes all the way through. You press your T-nut over the hole, press it firmly in, turn over. Now you just need your screw to go through the D-ring, then through the washer. There you have that. Place it on and screw it in. And obviously, so say if the hole is clear enough, then that will go all the way through. Now you can see that's still a little bit proud of the board, so what you're going to have to do is just use something that you've got to screw, whether you're needing a screwdriver for yours or spanner, whatever you got, and you just tighten it up. Keep an eye on the front until that is pulled through flush with the board. You'll have to move this round there, and then you get your other one in line there and run your wire through. So remember, if you can, drill through. That gets rid of a lot of the debris that might clog up the thread. When it goes in, you're going to need to tighten up the screw just to pull it until it's actually flush with the board, and that's all there is to that.